Hey everybody. Kobe's running up in here harassing me. Kobe. Kobe. Hi guys. Hello. Oh, y'all up in here deep. 190. Y'all must been detoxing. Y'all have a withdrawal going on, huh? A YSL withdrawal. You guys up here deep. Lord have mercy. I started the live before the time and y'all in here. Y'all need some therapy. You know that? Therapy session in order for all the folks at YSL. Because Lord have mercy. Y'all up in here deep. That was, I think they're dropping something off. Huh? Oh, you was behind them? Well, they dropping something off for you. All right, hey guys. All right, y'all, let's go ahead on and talk about what I'm going to talk about. You guys know there was no court today. And y'all heard about the news with the jail, right? Dallas, they ring the doorbell. Go answer the door. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna bring it up for you guys so y'all can see what's going on. Hold on a second. All right, here is the situation already, guys. I was receiving all kinds of emails, text messages about what is going on with Rice Street. Well, I heard that yesterday, the third-party company that gave them the security guard, they have not been paid, right? And they were like, they owed them over $1 million, and they were supposed to stop working as of today. But yesterday, the company called the employees up and told them not to report in yesterday evening. So they had to scramble. Now, let me let you listen to Sheriff Labat talk about this and let you guys hear exactly what's going on. Here we go. And we got this from channel, my favorite people, ANF, the Atlanta Network, first. All right, here we go.
Was a third-party contractor.
Let me go
There
to
was a third-party contractor, given that we have long since said the Fulton County Sheriff has been understaffed and underfunded, an opportunity for us to partner with the Board of Commissioners early last year and bring on a third-party contractor. Since then, given the funding deficit, our inability to, as a county, pay the actual past due expenses, the company made a decision, a written decision in writing that they would pull out Friday. Unfortunately and regrettably, at around 2:15 today, company employees were told to vacate their jobs, abandon their position, and not to come in to work tonight. So we worked with our county manager, we worked with our chief human resource officer manager for the county, and we are available and are using our vacancies to actually hire those individuals. The last thing I wanted to do is have anybody be unemployed, be in a position where ultimately they are without a job. And so we've invited those individuals back in. And as one young lady, we've met with them, one young lady just said, I'm grateful for the opportunity, couldn't afford to be unemployed, and we are focusing on hiring at a security officer specialist position, which is equivalent to what they actually left as after being told to leave. And essentially, because they're coming to work for the county, they will get a 10% pay increase as well as benefits. So I'll take any questions that you may have.
Sheriff, how much did the sheriff's office owe to this company?
So it's nearly $1 million that ultimately over 3 months that we actually, from the perspective of unfunded or being able to not fund that properly. We owed that, and obviously, like any good business, they wanted their money. What I found disingenuous, though, was during our conversations today, during negotiations today, they actually told their people to abandon their post. And so at that point, I found that disingenuous, and we found a way to move forward.
Sheriff, does that mean that you do not plan on paying the excess of $1 million? And also, who does this fall on? Is it the sheriff's office or is it the county commissioner?
So it's enough blame to go around. But ultimately, I believe people should get paid for what they have worked for. And so we will work diligently to make that happen. But ultimately, we have put ourselves in a position where we can create and maintain a safer environment by employing these individuals. And we want to create a safer employment opportunity for them, as well as those that we provide care and custody to.
Can you talk how many employees did you hire back?
Right now, our target is nearly 50, specifically 47 that came in tonight. And that is understanding that the third-party contractor went from a buildup of 30 to almost 80 plus individuals. So that's nearly half. We have scheduled them accordingly so that we can possibly create the safest environment that we have.
Why were they not paid for the past 3 months?
The company itself, again, so this is a budgetary issue that we have continually fought for. And so we were not in a position, again, we talk about the historic underfunding of the sheriff's office, and that played a large part.
So if you're not able to pay them,
I understand that these employees, from talking to the CEO, that they were actually paid by this company, but the company was not receiving money from Fulton County. So essentially, these employees haven't been paid, but they're being paid by the company. The company is out over $1 million.
Well, the company has said they paid employees, but the meeting I just left, there were several employees, 10 or 15 employees that said last week before, these people didn't get a full paycheck. And so I'm happy to onboard them as Fulton County employees, because one thing that Fulton County does well is take care of its employees.
So if you haven't been able to pay them for the past 3 months because of budgetary concerns, but now you're hiring people with an increase in pay, how is the sheriff's department going to pay for them?
So there are two different buckets of money.
Yeah.
And so ultimately, we're using our vacancies, as I've said, to really bring them on to a livable wage. Really, as I found out, it was heartbreaking to see that some of these folks weren't even making a livable wage. And so if you look at what the Board of Commissioners has done in a very positive manner, and that is creating employee opportunities where people are making in this case, $41,000.
But why couldn't this have been fixed before this? Because, I mean, if you had this pot of money over here that you're able to hire people with now with a pay increase, why did it get to this point where a company hasn't been paid nearly $1 million?
So again, there are two different buckets of money, right? One is contractual money. The other, what we're using, are monies that were gleaned from the vacancies. And so we're able to, because as we continuously hire, and we have done a great job, the women and men of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, every day they come into an environment where they have the hardest job really in the state of Georgia, and ultimately should be paid accordingly. And so where we continuously recruit, we've recruited almost 750 people in the last 3 years, retention becomes an opportunity. And if you follow the Board of Commissioners, if you look at where we're not able to pay double time any longer, where overtime was cut, there are buckets of money that really lie in our vacancies. And so with the Board of Commissioners, or actually with our partners over at the county manager's office, again, the chief people person for the county, a sustainable way now for us to move forward.
Does Fulton County plan on paying this third-party company the millions of dollars that they are?
As I said earlier, I believe in paying for people the work they've done. And so contractually, we will get there. We just weren't going to be able to get there as quickly as they liked.
Sure, but the company had said they've been doing numerous calls, meetings with you guys, but you're telling us that you were in negotiations today when they made this call to have their employees walk off. But the company's saying that they've already.
Yeah, I can't comment on, again, the disingenuousness of what was happening. I know for a fact, me and my team were on the phone at 2:15 when they then actually called the Fulton County customer service line and told them that, one, they're telling people to leave at 5 o'clock today, and simultaneously, while on the phone with one of our chief people persons, told their people to leave. And in fact, people left. And so again, the last thing I want is for anybody to be unemployed. And so we have changed this into a positive. Ultimately, this has allowed us to bring more people on, allowed us to create a safer environment. And the people that are leaving today, if you stay long enough, you'll see an excited new Fulton County employee. So thank you all. I appreciate it.
Can you talk about the safety situation that created?
And just a correction, the message that the company sent to their employees, they sent a text message at 2:10 telling them to leave at 2:15. And so they started leaving at that
And
point.
then those people that were scheduled to come tonight basically don't come.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm going to follow up with a written release.
For the CEO says the talks have been going on for like over 8 months. Is that the truth?
I'm not aware of the talk. I just know what happened today. And so
And is that directly involved with sheriff's office or just like county commissioners? Is your conference?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but we'll follow up with the written release.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys heard that, right? Supposedly they have money to hire, but don't have money to pay the company that was doing the work for them. Isn't that kind of strange? But and then can you imagine what was happening in the jail lockdown? Nothing new to me, Sandy said. Nothing new to me. Sandy said nothing new to me. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. I'm not staying long, but I just wanted to bring you guys some updates in regard to Fulton County Rice Street Jail, what's going on. So you can imagine the lockdown that happened last night with the inmates. You can imagine. You know, inmates probably trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? We're not getting out of the free time. We're not having our free time. We're stuck inside this cell. We're not going to get any kind of outside. Hey, Prolific. Hey, Prolific. How are you? Unmute yourself. Prolific. Okay, what's going on with Prolific over here? Can you hear me? You got to unmute yourself. All right, so I don't know what's going on with Prolific. You're probably having a hard time to unmuting himself. All right, here we go. Passer's coming up. Hey, Passer.
Hey,
What's going on?
just
Prolific. Passer, hold on. Let me let Prolific go first because he was up here and he gotten stuck from saying something.
Nah, you good. You good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
This is some foolishness. And then my thing is how can the guy get on here saying these people were disingenuous and saying that we was negotiating with? How do you negotiate what you already just said you owe? What is there to negotiate?
Pay me my money.
Yeah, what is there to negotiate? And then the thing that is even a slap in the face to these people because you saying they disingenuous. Y'all got to work out a time plan when to pay these people, but coming in giving people a 10% raise, and it sounds like you taking their employees. So you taking a third party employee saying, "Quit for them, come work for us mainly, and we're gonna give you a 10% raise."
Wouldn't that be a conflict of interest with that? There got to be some non what do you call that thing?
Non-disclosure.
No, not this non-disclosure.
compete.
What's that word, y'all?
Compete.
Non-competition or something like that?
Right. I think you're right.
No, it's called non-compete clause.
Non-compete. Thank you. I said competition. Non-compete. Yes, that's the one. That's what it's called. Thank you, Chelsea. Non-compete. That they can't, because it has to be at least 90 days after the person no longer works for that company for them to be able to switch over to that to there. So there's some sort of violation there, I would think. If
what they finna mess up and do is finna get themselves in a big old lawsuit.
Yep.
That's what's finna happen, and they gonna end up losing way more than $1 million.
Yeah.
And to say that that city don't got $1 million in a budget is insane. As much money floating around Atlanta, and I'm just be real with you, it's insane.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess.
And if they stop wasting money on all these foolish trials, maybe they can get a different budget. That's
Are
you know
they
what I
under the
mean.
same bucket as Bonnie's team? Is it the
Mm-hmm.
same bucket? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All this is very funny though because all this is it sounds like mismanaging funds. That's really what it sounds like. And then you got the funny getting investigated for mismanaging funds.
Hmm.
So the whole county just mismanaging funds. What it sounds like, whole city.
Someone
Man,
just said, if go ahead, Pastor. Let me just read this one and I'll let you speak. Infamous W, do you think the bond should be revisited in light of the recent development in the cross-examination? Yes, 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 and yes. Go ahead, Pastor.
I'm with you. It should be revisited, but this whole Fulton County, Georgia elected officials, Fanny, this is the most obscene. Um, I'm even paused. I don't even know what to say. The chat probably like, oh, there go Pastor. He paused. Because I don't even, Miss Sylvia, I don't even know what to say. Because it's one of the things I've been saying that, like, we need to start holding these elected officials accountable. Like you just said, like, y'all didn't have the money to pay one person, but now y'all got the money to pay another person. This is why they on Thug and them Hills so bad. And I'm trying to figure out like why no one is getting to the city council because this is where all this money is. The city council is where all the money is in each state, including my state. When they run out, they got to go ask for more. Okay. Um, when you ain't got the money to pay somebody, you got to go ask for more to that city council. All right. So apparently, the city council of Fulton County, whoever those people are that's elected, they not doing the due diligence. We see them asking questions about Fanny and all this and that, bringing people to the center. When y'all gonna start doing some hardcore boots, okay? Like in a movie, because we hear people dropping dimes on Fannie. We see the mismanagement of the funds. We see the allegation of the funds, but y'all ain't doing nothing. But the problem is, it's Fannie's in them job. It's Fannie in them job, and there's no one that's over Fannie. There is people that's over Fannie, but they're basically saying it's like the Supreme Court. Okay, well, until it gets to me, I ain't gonna do nothing. But this is why they on thugging now so hard because they need this money. They need something to ride on. This is just why it's happening. And until y'all get to them, anybody that's in this chat that's in Atlanta, you might don't know about your city council. You might don't care about your city council. You better start learning because if you think that this trial is just something, wait for what's about to happen after the election. And that's my time.
All right, thank you, Pastor. Hey, Andrew Noah Crawford. Did I say your name right?
Andrew name Miss Sylvia.
Andrew, thank you. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Miss Sylvia. I watch you all the time. Ever since you showed up on Lee's channel, I started following you after you were on Lee's show.
Which
So I be lurking in.
the first time I went there, which was a couple of years ago. Is that the
No, earlier this year.
okay? This year, okay.
I be lurking in the bushes. I'm normally in the
No
chat
bush
as
life.
Angie Ann. Yeah, I'm Angie Ange in the chat when I do say something. I normally just sit back and you know peep out the scenery. But I really came up because of the contracting situation. I've been a contractor for the last 15 years. So the way the contracting works, there is two different pots of money.
Okay.
So the contracting money that they're using, that's normally that money can run out. So normally that bucket of money has like um specific hours, overtime has to be pre-approved.
Hmm.
And once that money runs out, there is no more. So normally the the county and the company should have been keeping tabs of like how many hours there were. Now, if they're not paying because they just didn't have the money, then they never should have put the contract out there. As far as the non-compete only goes in effect if the company actually made them sign a non-compete when they started.
Okay. So there's a
So
possibility.
non-compete, right? If the company did not make them sign a non-compete
Mhm.
and say, hey, like if you stop working for us, you can't go back and work for Fulton County for 90 days, 6 months, a year, 2 years. If they didn't make them sign that, then that would be how they get around that.
Okay.
If they did make them sign a non-compete clause and you're picking these people up, Fulton County is looking at a major lawsuit.
Okay.
And not only Fulton County, so are the people who are being picked up because they are the ones who signed the non-compete.
Okay. Now, a question for you.
Hmm.
The, do you think that there is one for them to hurry up and give that offer like that?
Um, I would say that there is, and people are probably not, that's probably one of them papers in your hiring packet that you glossed over real quick.
Yeah, most people don't read. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, you didn't read it. And the thing is, like they're offering these positions. The thing, like they're circumventing their own hiring system doing this.
Hmm.
Because it's kind of like, we're in a bind and we need people quick. So, oh, you were already working here with the company. So we'll give you a job. None of the background checks or any of that is being done. So
But wouldn't
you're
that most
circum
likely have been done with that company when they first started working with that company, right?
yeah, well, you have your company background checks, but then like when you actually get employed by the county, the state, the feds, they
Mhm.
have their own background check.
Okay. Okay.
So the only thing that the company may have in common with the county is your analysis.
Okay.
They or the company may only go back maybe 2 to 5 years into your criminal your work history, your life history, whereas the county may go back 10, 15 years.
I
You
got
know,
you. Got you.
so when it comes down to the background checks, like that's a little bit different
Okay.
because you don't know um, what their requirements are for the county and what the requirements are for the company. But the thing is, Fulton County may be facing a lawsuit, but the people I'm really really concerned about are the actual employees. Because if there was a non compete, the company can choose to not go after the county and actually come after the individual. So I hope that there was not a non compete
But here's
in
the
there.
thing: are they gonna get money from those employees that don't have a job, don't have money? I don't think they're gonna. That'll be a waste of them resources going after them for money.
Well, it's not really for money. The thing is, they told y'all to walk out, and pretty much you just upped and quit on me. Whoever this company is, they could have made arrangements for these people to start working at other jails around Georgia.
But they haven't gotten
Not
paid.
just
Remember, they hadn't gotten paid. So
That's
that would
because they were on the Fulton County contract.
no. I'm just saying, if I didn't get paid last week and I'm going into a new week, no pay, you can't hold a non to compete against me because you're not paying me. You're not fulfilling your agreement of paying me for my work done.
No, they should still hold that non compete against you. But what I'm saying is that the people who did not get paid from this company are the people who were working for Fulton County. Now, let's say that they have a DeKalb County contract, or they got a Cobb County contract. they could send those people, okay, well, you know what, your next shift, instead of reporting to Fulton County, go over to DeKalb or go over to Cobb, where they're actually getting paid at. Then the company can pull from a different pot of money.
Okay, here's a Marla. Sorry if I mess up your name. She says, I work for a government procurement, and I've specifically had a temp contract. The non-compete clause is typically only between the government entity and the temporary agency. So
I work in federal contracting, and there is a my company had me sign a non-compete clause.
but
So
you
the
don't know about
agency,
but you don't know about this company here or that.
no, I don't know about that company, but the
Okay.
company that I work for, and I'm a contractor to the federal government. If I leave this company, I cannot go work for the agency that I work for at least 12 months.
Mhm.
So I can't sit here and apply for a job at the agency that I'm at, even though I'm qualified for it. I can't apply for a job and be like, oh, okay, I'm up and quitting and I'm leaving this company and I'm gonna go work for the agency that I'm at.
Okay.
I can't switch over like that. I have a non-compete clause. I have to be gone out of this position for at least 12 months before I could even think about applying with that company. Now I can leave my company that I'm at now and go work for a different government agency, but I cannot work at the agency that I'm at.
Okay. Someone said federal and state are two different, totally different.
And just like state and county are two totally different.
So it might be different.
Uh,
They might, because maybe they have they don't have a competing clause on theirs. Maybe they don't.
and I'm hoping that they don't.
Okay.
If these people are getting hired by the county now, I'm hoping that they don't, because I mean that's beneficial for them because they will get paid. But here's the thing: with working for the state, you're now a state employee
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as opposed to a contractor. Because the main difference between contracting and being employed by whatever agency, whether it's county, state,
Mm-hmm.
federal, or whatever, the main difference is the money. That's what's supposed to be the main difference, which makes
And
contracting more
benefits.
appealing.
And benefits too, because
No, no, as a contractor, you normally get paid more than
yeah, you
your
get paid more,
government.
but you're not getting the benefits like the medical
That's
benefits.
right, right. You don't get, well, you get benefits. You get those, but you don't get the some companies don't do holiday pay, whereas you would get that with the county. Some companies don't do benefits, some do. So it just depends on what company you're with. Um, so fine.
You kicked
So
yourself out. You kicked yourself out for a second.
some companies don't do overtime, and some companies do. So when it comes
We
down
don't
to,
know
it's
what
really,
but we don't know what
we
their stuff is. So
no, we don't. But I'm just hoping that they weren't one of those companies that did a non compete.
yeah.
Hopefully, they have a reciprocity agreement in place
Mm-hmm.
where they can work for that company for so long and eventually move over into a county position.
Okay. Thank you for that information. But guys,
No problem.
you're look,
Thank
guys,
you.
you're welcome. Look, guys, I was not planning on staying on here too long to doing this because I have another thing I'm covering in the next 20 minutes. I have some information regarding to Krishan Rock brother. There's a situation that I'm working on and bringing to you guys forefront for your information and stuff. So if I get any, don't forget 5 o'clock. I'll be down there with Mr. Williams and his podcast. I didn't get, let me see, let me make sure that they're doing it this week because I didn't get anything today. But I think they are. But if not, I'll see you guys at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna be discussing this. I spoke with an attorney and they gave me some information regarding the situation that's brewing with with his name is Eugene Malin. That is Krishan Rock's brother. So, non-compete or not, I would have gone back to work for the county. It's rough out here. You're right. I would have got that job too. Cause nap time already. No, not nap time. I was watching the bond hearing, the old ones and the otherwise so people, and those were the worst ever sentence. Well, is that PD? No, Eugene. Malone. Thank you. I know me and these words. Non-competing clause be designed and custom according to entity. In other words, we don't know. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I don't know. She was just giving you guys her example of her case and the company she worked for. So she just gave us a little bit of insight on some. It could be the same. It could not be the same. Update on YouTube issue. Any update on YouTube's issue? As far as they still have not okayed me, but I've been working with some folks. Gerald Jackson, he's helping me out with trying to get this thing done for my situation. Are you going to cover Donna Addison's trial, Miss Sylvia? I don't even know who that is. You could send me the information. I can do it. Krishan Rock, no comment. Okay. Yeah, let me tell you something. I am just reporting information. I have no opinion about any of that stuff that I am covering. I'm bringing awareness, news reporting to you guys, okay? It's not for whether or not you like a person, whether or not you dislike a person. I'm just bringing you information. That's it. You aren't the only one on YouTube. You aren't the only one with the YouTube issue. I've seen a whole bunch of people with issues with YouTube. I think it's the AI company they're using. It might be a new company. So I don't know. I pray for her baby. I know she's sick and can't see her child. Yeah. But I don't think this is only about her. YouTube's running out of funds. You think YouTube is running out of funds? No, JT, don't say that. We can't say that. No. JT, don't say that. It's a murder hire trial in Florida in 2 weeks. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that one. I don't know. I don't know much about it. Just send it to me. We can do that. We can, if I'm not stretching myself too much. It sounds like 10% raise is probably still underpayment because, again, they previously worked for a third-party company and was only paid a portion of what they received. Okay. Atlanta, Fox Atlanta reported on September 5th, 2023, that Chef Labat campaign paid his wife $83,000 in campaign and consulting and transition team staff, and you get what you vote for. Bullseye. All right, Robin. Election year strike channel, equal strike channel. What? But I didn't do anything on election. I didn't talk about election, did I? I guess it's an election issue, huh? Donna Alderson is the grandmother accused of helping to have her son-in-law M, so her daughter could leave the area with her kids. I pray for Kirsan just like I pray for Kenneth Copeland. YouTube never runs out of money as long as they see commercial. YouTube is getting money. Okay, it doesn't matter if you work for a city, county, the state, or the federal government. When it comes to law enforcement, they shall ensure public safety. Those positions has to be filled immediately. Let's see. I created the staff contract. I created staff contract. I can guarantee Fulton County can't take the agency's candidate. Usually they have to wait a period of time and agree on that contract. Okay. Yeah, okay. She just told us. Stephanie just told us, y'all. There's a non-compete and there's a non-solicitation. Okay. All right, y'all. There it is. They're gonna answer. There it is. What's the name? Just gave us the answer. All right, guys. I gotta go. I will be back later on tonight to cover some more YSL stuff. But in the meantime, stay beautiful. Stay vigilant. All right. And you have to release out the contract and make a sign. Okay. Regardless, if a person or not the county would charge them for RICO. You know what? There we go with the RICO's conversation. Y'all gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Y'all are so funny. Hey, see you later, guys. Love y'all. Bye.